Hi guys, it's Sheila with Sheila J. Davis, and today we're going to be talking about the differences between Periscope and Google Hangouts, because it seems like this is something that a lot of people have been asked talking about on some of the groups that I'm in. So I thought, well, heck, we just go ahead and talk about that today. So I apologize for my voice. I'm still getting over this lame cold. And I'm trying to get things situated here so I can show you a couple things, but it's not quite working. So today we're going to talk about the differences between periscoping and Google Hangouting. Hi, everybody. So happy you're here and joining us today. This is awesome. You guys are great for showing up. So in one of the groups that I'm in, someone was asking, what's the difference between having a Google Hangout and doing a Periscope? Well, the first big difference obviously is going to be that Periscope is a phone app and Google Hangout is a computer app. You can use Google Hangouts on your phone. You can do them. So honestly, you could really use them both very similarly. I prefer, not having the wiggling, wobbling of the phone, but I mean, you could even have people sign up through opting in to watch, so that if they have to be, on your list to get notified, you can have them, you can show your screen. I was watching one this morning with JB Howard. He was showing his screen on how to set up IFTTT, had his screen up. So really, one difference too is that when with the chat on the phone, so like I can see the chat right here on the phone, but if I'm sharing my screen on a Google Hangout, I may not be able to see the chat. But really there's chat features. You can show the screen. You can schedule it. You can just do it randomly whenever you want. The main difference is that one's a phone app and one's a computer app, but you can use them, you can't use Periscope on your computer, but you can record your screen, your Periscope onto your screen, which is what I do, so that you can get the cool effect. So really, there's not a lot of difference. Like I said, besides just one is a phone app and one is not. So let me pull up here really quickly, because I had one other question that someone wanted to ask today, and wanted to be sure and cover that today. But tell me where you guys are from and what you guys are up to today. I'm in Utah. It is raining today. Here, I'll show you outside my window. It's nice, and if you can see the rain. It's raining outside here in Utah, especially right now when it's so hot outside. So I love that it's raining. So tell me where you're from and what kinds of things you guys like to find out about on Periscope. So I know a lot of people like to talk about Periscope on Periscope. So St. Lucia, is that how you say that? It's kind of hard to see, but you guys, I have really bad eyes, and so I feel really bad when I have to get really close to the screen to see. But yeah, so cool that we have people from all over. Let me find the other question. Oh, Sunny Phoenix. Hi, Kathy. Sunny Phoenix. I'm going to be going down to Arizona here in August, hoping to hook up with a few real estate agents down there while I'm there. Be really cool. So Kathy, we're going to have to chat after and see if maybe I can get into some of your sales meetings down there. The next Periscope I'm going to be doing today is going to be specifically for real estate agents. So if you're a real estate agent, you want to follow that one. Okay, so the first question was from Agay from Becoming Family, and she wanted to know the difference between Periscope and Google Hangout. And Google Hangout is a computer app or a computer, Google thing, and Periscope is a Twitter phone app thing. And really, you can do anything with both of those. On Google Hangout, you can put like crown and have like sound effects and things like that. But I assume that pretty soon Periscope will be doing something similar than that. But you can share your screen. I could flip this around and show you guys what I'm looking at on my computer screen. It's not as legible with the phone. You could even turn it landscape with the phone so that they could see more with the phone. You wouldn't be able to follow the chat as easily. So, honestly, as far as like usability, I think usability, they're both pretty similar. The other question came from Brooke Peterson, and she wanted to know, how many times should you follow up with a prospective client? Now, Brooke is with Custom Secretary Service, secretarial service. And she just wants to know how many times you follow up with a prospective client. So I know that Brooke is actually a virtual assistant. So for myself, for VAs, for anybody out there, how often do you guys follow up? I'd like to know how often you guys follow up. Honestly, for me, it really depends on the client. If I've had a phone conversation with them, depending on how that call went, I may follow up 1 or 2 times. Depending on how that call went, I may not follow up at all. So that question is kind of a broad question, and I'm not really sure that there's a specific, for sure follow up 3 times every single time with every client. It really depends on if I connected with that client on the phone, then I may follow up with them more. Excuse me, guys. If I didn't have a real connection with them, I may not follow up with them at all. So, that's a tough one to answer. So, so tell me what you guys have been learning about Periscope. So let me tell you what I learned about Periscope this morning. So I'm going to throw one more question in here. Like I said, I was on with JB Howard this morning, and let's see, not pure follow-up, but do send personalized helpful tips. So yeah, get them on your list. That's a really great answer. Put them on your list and follow up with them with great tips, things that you think that they may like, so that they get in contact with you again, especially if that didn't go really well at first. So thanks you guys for all the hearts. That's awesome. So this morning I was on with JB Howard with Periscope, and he was doing, I had to cut off really, really fast, which is kind of a bummer, but he was actually on the IFTTT site. How many of you are on there? What are you guys doing on the IFTTT? Because that is really important for you to have set up. So I've got mine set up, so whenever I post something on Facebook, it automatically goes out and posts in other places. Whenever my blog goes up, it automatically feeds over and posts everywhere. So another thing that I learned from JB Howard this morning is that you could create a Periscope list on your Twitter. And when you create that Periscope list on your Twitter, I went and created mine this morning, then you can go into your IFTTT and set it up so that you get notifications whenever anyone in your Periscope list is having a Periscope. So you guys know that, like, if you follow a bunch of people, so right now I'm following a bunch of people because now we're going to talk about, okay, I'll tell you what the IFTTT is just a second. So if you're going to talk about, okay, oh gosh, I have so many things going through my mind all of a sudden. So, on the phone, so I have like 100, I think I'm following 100 people, because at first I did follow for follow, which really is not a good idea. I'm learning more and more about Periscope every day, and I'm sure you guys are too. So if you do follow for follow, then, I'm following more people than are following me. So I'm getting like 100 notifications. Like last night, I turned my notifications back on just to see, and I was getting so many notifications. So you would set up something in your IFTTT, and now that is if, then that. So that's kind of cool. It's literally IFTTT.com. And so if you perform an action, then something will happen. So if this happens, then that will happen. So that's what that stands for, IFTTT. And so I set up an IFTTT so that whenever JB Howard or Robert C. Stern or David Shrine or Jared James, these are the people or Audrea Richmond, these are the people who I really like following, and I want to catch them live, but I don't know that I necessarily want to catch every single person live. And sometimes I just to go on a map and see what's going on in different areas in the country. Last night I was watching a guy in Alaska who just built a deck, and I just sat there and we chatted. It's kind of cool. So there's lots of really cool things that you can do on Periscope, but you may not want to get every single notification. If you don't want to do that, set up your IFTTT. So you just go to IFTTT.com. It's totally free. You can set it up. If you need help setting it up, let me know. I know people who set that up. I had my business partner set it up for me because I don't understand it completely. I understand how it works. I understand the concept and everything. But if you get a certain kind of circle going, then when you have your blog posts and stuff, it really can take a lot of pressure off you. Like I do a blog post, it automatically posts to Facebook, goes over to Twitter, goes over to Buffer, goes over to all the different sites that we have set up. I think we have like 10 sites set up so people can find it from anywhere, and that drives a lot of traffic. So whenever I have a new blog post go up, I always see a spike in the traffic on my site, and I'm sure that's because I have that set up. So you also want to set that up to get notifications. Then you can turn off your phone notifications. You're not getting like 1,000 notifications if you're following a whole bunch of people. So let's see, something else I learned about Periscope. Something really cool that a lot of people are doing that I'm going to start doing as well. Every night this week, I'm going to have Promote Your Periscope. And so if you do a Promote Your Periscope, you'll get lots of people coming because they want to promote with their Periscopes. They'll follow you. You'll meet lots of new people, and it'll be really fun. Another thing is Periscope Crawl, which I'm setting one up for Saturday. I've invited about 4 people to come and join me for one on Saturday. Basically what that is you come on and you'd listen. We would talk for 5 minutes, then you'd go over to the next person for 5 minutes, then you go over to the next person for 5 minutes. Those are pretty cool. And so we'll set that up. This week I'm going to be talking about realtors and how you can quit those cold calling, the best ways to stay in touch with your clients, and I'm going to be talking about virtual assistants, and I'm going to be talking about techie stuff this week. So cool techie stuff. So if you guys want to get a hold of me, send me a question. If you have something that you want me to answer or address on any of these this week, let me know. You can find me at facebook.com/Sheila, SHEILA Davis.SJD, or send it to me right here on Twitter. And I will see you guys out here today. I'm going to be on a couple times every day this week, asthma allowing, and we'll just talk about whatever we talk about. So we'll see you guys out there. Bye.